Hola, taco lovers! Today, we're whipping up quick and delicious tacos that are perfect for any night of the week. Imagine sinking your teeth into a taco packed with savory, perfectly seasoned meat and topped with a rainbow of fresh, crisp vegetables. Whether you're a meat lover or prefer plant-based options, this recipe easily adapts to suit your taste. The beauty of tacos lies in their simplicity and the explosion of flavors with each bite. Stick around to see how simple creating mouth-watering tacos can be. First up, let's round up all the ingredients needed for our tacos. For the taco filling, you'll need 1 pound of ground beef. If beef isn't your preference or you're looking for a lighter option, ground chicken or turkey are excellent substitutions. Alongside the meat, grab a small onion and a couple of cloves of garlic, both finely chopped. You'll also need a packet of taco seasoning. Or if you're feeling adventurous, mix up your own with chili powder, cumin, paprika, and a few more spices from your pantry. Now, for assembling those tasty tacos, you'll need taco shells or soft tortillas, whichever tickles your taste buds. Let's not forget the fresh toppings, shredded lettuce, diced tomatoes, and a good handful of shredded cheese. Ready to kick it up a notch? Bring out the sour cream, salsa, guacamole, and if you like a bit of zest, some chopped cilantro and lime wedges. Got everything? Great! Let's start cooking. Now, heat up your skillet because it's time to cook our taco filling. Let's begin by adding 1 pound of your chosen ground meat to the skillet. Today, we're using beef, but feel free to substitute with chicken, turkey, or even a plant-based alternative for a vegetarian option. Cook this over medium heat. The goal here is to ensure the meat is not just cooked, but perfectly browned. As it sizzles, use your spatula to break it into small, even pieces. This not only helps cook the meat thoroughly, but also makes for the perfect texture in every taco bite. Once your meat has lost its pink color and is nicely browned, it's time to introduce some aromatics. Add 1 small, finely chopped onion along with 2 cloves of minced garlic into the skillet. Stir these into the meat and let them cook together. The onion should become soft and translucent, a transformation that's not just visual but aromatic. The garlic, meanwhile, adds a depth of flavor that begins to hint at the delicious tacos to come. Now the seasoning takes center stage. If you're using a packet of taco seasoning, simply sprinkle it evenly over the meat. For those who prefer a homemade touch, mix together 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon each of cumin and paprika, a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon each of black pepper and oregano, and a 1/4 teaspoon each of garlic powder, onion powder, and red pepper flakes. Pour half a cup of water over the seasoned meat. This will help distribute the spices evenly and create a saucy consistency. Give everything a good stir, then let it all simmer together. This simmering is crucial, as it allows the flavors to meld and the mixture to thicken, transforming from separate ingredients into a luscious, cohesive filling for your tacos. After about 5 minutes, the transformation is complete. Smells fantastic, doesn't it? Let's prep our toppings while the filling simmers. While our filling simmers, let's chop and shred our way to tasty toppings. First up, the lettuce. Grab your head of lettuce and give it a good wash under cold water. Shake off the excess, then lay it on the cutting board. With a sharp knife, cut into thin shreds. This crispy green will bring a refreshing crunch to every bite of your taco. Next, let's tackle the tomatoes. Choose ripe but firm tomatoes for that perfect balance of sweetness and acidity. Slice them into quarters, then dice them into small bite-sized pieces. These juicy gems are a taco must-have. Now onto the cheese. Whether you're a fan of cheddar or Monterey Jack, the key is to get it nice and shredded. If you're grating it fresh, use the coarse side of your grater for that perfect melt-in-your-mouth texture. Feel free to get creative with additional toppings. Sour cream, salsa, guacamole, and even some chopped cilantro can elevate your taco experience. Make these tacos your own with whatever strikes your fancy. All set with the toppings? Let's assemble these tacos. It's assembly time. Let's bring together all the elements of our tasty tacos. Starting with the taco shells and tortillas, there's a little trick to elevate their texture and flavor. If you're using hard taco shells, pop them into the oven as per the package instructions to get them delightfully crispy. For those who prefer soft tortillas, warm them up in a dry skillet over medium heat. Just about 30 seconds on each side should do the trick. This not only warms them up, but also gives them a nice, slightly toasted flavor that's simply irresistible. Now, for the fun part, filling them up. Begin by spooning a generous amount of the savory seasoned meat right into the base of your taco shells or onto your tortillas. The meat should be juicy and fragrant, having simmered with the onions, garlic, and rich spices. It's the star of the show, so make sure every taco gets a hearty scoop. Next, let's layer on the color and crunch. Sprinkle a good helping of shredded lettuce over the meat for a fresh, crisp texture. Follow this with a scattering of ripe diced tomatoes. These add a lovely juiciness. And of course, what's a taco without cheese? A generous sprinkle of shredded cheese, whether it's sharp cheddar or smooth Monterey Jack, melts slightly against the warm meat, creating gooey, cheesy perfection. For those who adore a bit of creaminess, a dollop of sour cream on top can do wonders. And let's not forget a spoonful of salsa or a scoop of guacamole for that vibrant kick. If you're a fan of a little extra green, chopped cilantro adds a fresh, herby punch that complements the other flavors beautifully. Finally, it's all about presentation. Arrange your assembled tacos on a platter. They should look as inviting as they taste, vibrant with the colors of the fresh ingredients, and tempting with the promise of a delicious bite. Look at these beauties. Ready to dig in? Before we serve these, let's add a few final touches for that extra flair. A sprinkle of freshly chopped cilantro over the top brings a vibrant color and a burst of herbal freshness that's simply irresistible. And don't forget, a good squeeze of lime right before serving infuses our tacos with that zesty, tangy kick that beautifully complements the savory flavors of the filling. Now, just to recap the journey we've been on, we started with browning our choice of protein and sautéing onions and garlic to create a flavor-packed base. We then stirred in a rich blend of spices with a splash of water, letting everything simmer to perfection. While that was bubbling away, we prepared our crisp lettuce, juicy tomatoes, and grated a mountain of cheese. Finally, assembling everything was just a matter of layering these delicious components in our warmed shells or tortillas. Our tacos are ready to impress. Shall we taste? The moment we've all been waiting for. Let's taste these homemade tacos. Ah, the first bite of a freshly made taco is nothing short of exhilarating. The crunch of the shell melds beautifully with the savory spiced meat, creating a symphony of flavors that dance across the palate. Each ingredient plays its part. The crisp lettuce, the juicy tomatoes, and the melting cheese all add their own unique textures and tastes. Now don't hesitate to dive in and adjust things to your liking. Maybe a little more salsa for that kick, or a dollop of sour cream to balance the spice. It's all about creating the perfect taco that suits your taste buds. Feel the freedom to sprinkle on some extra cheese or maybe a squeeze of lime to brighten everything up. Remember, the best part about cooking at home is making each dish your own. So tweak, taste, and enjoy the process. Delicious. I hope you'll try making these at home. Well, that was absolutely delightful. We hope you're as excited about your homemade tacos as we are. Why not take a moment to share your own taco creations? Maybe you added a twist with some exotic toppings or a special sauce. We'd love to see your culinary experiments. And keep your aprons ready. Next time, we're diving into another scrumptious recipe that's sure to tantalize your taste buds. Adios, taco lovers. Catch you next time for more delicious adventures.